Good day, everyone. My name is Aljit Pinot, and we have the team is Janica B. Macabalos. We are the Group 15 presenter, which means the preschool physical development. Before we start our discussion, let's take an answer this. Guess it, and I'll give you a 15 seconds. If your answer is newborn baby, you are correct. What about this number two? If your answer is toddler, you are correct. What about this number three? The correct if your answer is preschooler, you are correct. What do you think our topic today? A preschool physical development. So before we get started on the discussion, we are going to intended learning outcomes with the describe, identify, and concept. So preschool physical development, and the preschool year, commonly known as the year before formal school begins. It is estimated to cover 3 to 5 years of age. Although it is known as the year before formal school, it is by no way less important than grade school years. The preschool it, the preschool year is very crucial to lay foundation to later development. At this stage, preschooler achieve many development milestone. As much preschool service, teacher might be interested to teach and care for the preschool as need to be actionable about them. And to be truly an intentional and effective teacher, this module of physical development is preschool focuses on the acquisition of gross and fine motor skill, artistic expression, proper nutrition, and sleep. What teacher and caregiver should do to maximize the preschooler development? So, the preschooler love to move. They enjoy being active. They are also interested to work with their fingers, like with blocks. They have noted balance stance than toddler. Read on you will learn more about the typical physical balance and development of preschooler. The important concern in issues in how teacher and caregiver can maximize the preschooler growth and development and developing good mental health. Number one, big ideas about physical development and preschooler. Number one, there are significant changes in physical growth in preschoolers. Physical growth in its appearance during the preschool year. It is a steady increase in the children's height, weight, and muscle tone. Compared with a toddler, preschoolers are taller and leaner. Their legs and trunks continue to grow and their hands are get slow as a proportion to them as bodies. Number two, the preschooler physical development is marked by the acquisition of the gross and fine motor skills. Physical growth and appearance them laser trunks and continue to grow, and their heads are not as a large a proportion to bodies. As preschooler bodies develop over time, the areas in their brains and control movement continue to measure, enabling them this motor growth and fine motor skills. Number 3. Preschooler can express themselves artistically at a very early age. Kids can express their feeling through a facial expression, through their body, their behavior, and play. Sometimes they may act out of feelings of the physical, inappropriate and problematic ways. Number 4. Proper nutrition and right amount of sleep are very important for the preschooler. Studies have shown that kids that regularly get an adequate amount of sleep have improved attention, behavior, learning, memory, and overall mental and physical health. Not getting enough by sleep can lead to before high pressure and obesity and can be a depression. Number 5. Caregivers are teacher to maximize the growth and development in preschooler. Caregivers and teacher can do a lot of maximizing the growth. It is about to care about the children to lead and how to guide them. Number 6. Preschooler with special needs in an exclusive classroom can thrive well by appropriate adaptation made in the classroom, materials, and activity. They are the significant changes in physical growth. In the preschool year, physical development accelerates transform through at a much slower rate than during childhood and infancy. Preschool transition from the primary classroom to the toddler is still baby-like, characteristic in favor of the child appearance that is more slim. Legs, arms, and the trunk all becomes longer. The location where the body weight is uniformly distributed is referred to as the center of the gravity. Children have high center that is rounded chest level. Due to this, they have trouble making quick movement without falling. On the other hand, preschooler, the belly button, however, that the center of the gravity of the lower elevation. This afford them greater stability and balance than a toddler does. The young child moves from the cheeky stance of the childhood to a steady stance no longer exists. This also enable the preschooler to move more like freely and the decant toddler. The clumsy way the toddler walk, it will be more in a successfully than the toddler, according to the sum. So here are the gross, fine, and motor skills. Gross and fine motor skills development are the skills that generally through as a movement in use of the hands and upper extremities. Fine and motor skills include reaching and grasping and manipulating objects with your hands. Fine motor skills has also involved submissions, specifically visual motor skills of the Rupert as hand-eye coordinator. Gross motor development. It is involved the large muscle in the arms, legs, and torso. Gross motor activities like walking, running, chewing, lifting, and kicking, and etc. Locomotor skills. Locomotor skills allow children to move through different environments, moving their body from one place to another. The main locomotor skills are walking, marching, running, jumping, crawling, hopping, climbing, galloping, sliding, skipping, and leaping. Non-locomotor skills. Non-locomotor skills are the body movement that does not involve movement from one another to place. It involves movement around the axis of the body. It includes actions such as pulling, bending, twisting, pushing, stretching, flexing, lifting, raising, turning, and etc. So, the preschool artistic development of this kind of the heart in the preschooler year that invests to the draw and make other form and artistic expression. It is a drum. uh, It is a relevant activity to preschooler according to Victor Lowenfield, the Australian born of the art education at Two Hampton Institute of the Peninsula State University. His idea influenced many other art education in the post-World War United States. He studied that everyone is creative by nature according to him, who also valued creativity or something as a as a person may achieve rather than a phenomenon. He contended that also performance is a crucial movement to promote activity. Here are some part of the vector Olympiad. Stage 1, scribbling stage. This is the period where young children are just figuring out the verb movement result in the line and scribbles they see on the speech. The scribble they see on the pages, this is usually the result of large movement from that shoulder with the crayon on the marker held on the child piece. Number Stage 2, the pre-schematic stage. Children at this stage of artistic development are beginning to all connection between the shape and they are drawn in the physically present at the child's life. Stage 3, schematic stage. At this stage will allow the preschooler to drawing have a clean separation between the sky and the ground. Often the sky is a strip of blue at the top of the paper, while the ground is a strip of the green art at the bottom. Objects are often placed in the ground instead of the floating in space. Okay, that's all I have. I will pass to Janica B. Macabalos to continue this discussion.